I'm late. I'm late. I know. I had to try and get some food and I'm late. Okay, so I want to pull the chat up from, so first, this is my straw of my drink. I'm like all a messy mess, but hello. Hold on 1 second. Let me try to get the chat from the actual, I want to get it from the real video. No, you be quiet there. God, I hate the sound of my own voice. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let me. What? Come on. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna get. There we go. Okay, where's my real chat? Where's my chat? I need my chat. There's my chat. Okay, hold on. How is everybody? Okay. Sorry, I'm always late. Why am I always late? I used to not be late when I was like in my youth. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's my chat that I can actually see people. Okay, hello, Peaches. Now this thing, I got to get rid of this thing so I can see. So remove my message. Okay, hello, Earth. Still doesn't let me see the top. Can you go away, message? Just unpin message and go away. Okay, hello. Just done. Hello, Earth. Hello, Jessie. Hello, just done. I know. Was I really 9? Oh, I was like a whole 12 minutes late. God, I'm a real crapperoony. Hello, Peaches. Hello, Lynn. Oh my gosh, I was really late, huh? Hello, Carlos Larry. I don't think I've met you before, but hello. All right, now let me move this over here to StreamYard so I don't look like I'm looking in the wrong direction. I'm finally here. I know. I didn't eat anything yet. Hello, Jackie Jude. How are you? No, you shouldn't have been teasing because I was really late. I haven't really ever been that late, but welcome to my garage. Welcome to my garage. Have y'all, this is my garage, you know, because according to some people, I'm going to have to, when my husband, if I hear my husband walking around, I'll call him so he can tell you how he kicked me out of the house. But apparently I've been kicked out of my house and I've been sanctioned to the garage. I don't know, like if you're going to kick someone out of your house, kick them out. You don't like kick them out to the, like, why, like just go. You don't kick them out like to the garage. But hey, Mr. Pork. So apparently I got kicked out of my house to the garage, and which is this, and apparently I'm living. Isn't it a nice little? It's a nice little garage, and well, according to someone, the fake Barbie ass bitch cunt got kicked out of her house and is living in her garage with all her little bags of clothes and purses and things. So that's the story that I heard. So this is apparently the fake Barbie BCA garage. It's 200 square feet. It's 10 by 20. Don't know if you can park a car in there. Don't really know. Hey, Melon Peaches. And they're spraying. They were spraying in the vineyard today. So I have I'm really like runny nose. But I don't know who would make a garage with a metal with like ceiling, and that's gonna eventually be metal, but I have to buy one more piece. And these sheets of metal are like $300, like one sheet. So I have one and I need another one for over there. And then I'll put there, and you can see I got my cat pictures and stuff, but you know. But but all the lights are solar. They're all solar lights. And there's my wonderful chandelier that fell on my head that one time. I don't know why I keep it, because it's always been a problem. It's been a problem. You're sick. Oh, well, I'll try and talk in a health providing voice. That make any sense? I don't even know. But anyway, I'm sorry you're sick. Hopefully it's just like a little itty bitty sickness. And Earth, I think this is the first time you've been here. But it's funny. Like this has been an interesting week, right? And when I actually went back and I watched my first live. And I had a spiel that I said. And I said, this is an open chat. All opinions are welcome. As long as you're not a racist or like a homophobe or you're bullying someone or you're offending someone, anybody can say whatever they want, even to me, right? Oh, you've been here before? Oh, you know what? Yeah, you have been here before, actually. I also am a blonde. And the bleach has somehow sunken into my skull. So sometimes, actually, it's funny. Some people make fun of me that say that I have like ADHD. Other people just say I'm in my 50s. That happens. I was in a coma and I almost died. I actually did die. So I don't know. So I actually have a brain injury. But, you know, I don't really use that as an excuse for anything. Oh, you were at Get Ready With Me. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny because I have the door open, so now it's all going to blow open. I have this here for my camera or for my light up there. But yeah, oh, your asthma's bad right now and your insurance is messed up on round 3. Ear infections are bad. Oh, ear infections are bad. Hey, my wrist is good now. It's good. But one thing, because my son did have $100. Holy crap. My son had an ear infection and I read about it because I looked in his ear. I like have this little ear cleaning thing with a camera. I'm one of those weird people. I did a members get ready with me kind of thingy. And I like have all these different weird things. And it was like one of the things is one of those things with a camera that you stick in your ear and you see all your ear gunky and you clean it out. But anyway, I looked in his ear and he didn't have like any, like there was no bacteria or anything. Hey, deal you whoop whoop poo. There was nothing wrong. So I actually Googled it and it said, I forget what it was, but it was, you know, common household stuff that you just like kind of put in your ear and like let drip out, and it was supposed to kill any bacteria that was in your ear, and it would help you like not need antibiotics or actual medication. So I don't know, maybe Google that. I want an ear camera. It's so cool. It's like, you know, like I have like a pore sucker with a camera. That's really cool because I'm one of those really weird people that like to watch like you know, the pimple popper chick, and I like to watch like the toe bro who does like the toe, you know, ingrown toenail stuff. My kids think I'm just the weirdest thing ever. Like I'm just like I don't know, all the other kids like me because I'm like it. I know, poor Peaches, but I'm serious. Like, you try Google like ear infection, like the homemade solution or something. But whatever it was just common household stuff. But you like put it in your ear and then you like let it rest for a while and then let it soak out, and it really, really helped. Like it, you know, was free, but it got rid of, you know, his pain and everything. But I'm one of those weird people that like I like to have like the camera thingy, so like you can see the actual thing, and I love it. Like you see it like whoosh, and then it comes out of your pore, and yeah, I'm one of those weird ones. Remember like the one time I had the cavitating machine thing that was supposed to get rid of your like cellulite? Like I have a whole bag of like as seen on TV type products. And every once in a while I do like a get ready with me that's like with just going through all these products of like strange things, pore suckers and ear cameras and just strange ass shit. But anyway, so it's been a weird week, and it's been a weird week because, well, I'm sorry. Did you take like Tylenol and stuff like that? You know what you can actually do, and we do it with kids, is you take Tylenol and acetaminophen. You take them both. And it actually, you know, kind of like 1 + 1 = 3 kind of thing. So I would say Google the whatever, I forget what it was. It wasn't rubbing alcohol. I don't remember what it was, but it was something. But look that up and then take Tylenol and acetaminophen and like 3 shots of whiskey and a shot of Jameson and chase it with a beer. And you will feel really good. Really good. But anyway, and lay down and listen to the sound of, to some people, a good voice, and to most people, a very annoying voice. Try me, bitch. Hey, good to see Bad Medicine shared your link. Oh, Bad Medicine. I haven't seen Bad Medicine in a while. So you are from Matt's, huh? Yeah, Matt and I have a shared thing for hurting ourselves. I had the chandelier fall on my head, and then poor Matt, when he was interviewing me, flew off his chair. So we both like put us together, and we're just like a clumsy bunch. I've taken a lot. If I had my liver messed up before, you know, well, maybe just drink a little bit. But anyway, I love your name, Try Me Bitch. I really like that name. That's like a really good name. Like, I like that. Because I'm like one of those people who like, I am like the nicest person in the world until you get me really mad, and then I go over a point, and then once I go over that point, then I am like, what? Because I'm Italian. So it's like I'm like the nicest person in the world. And then I cross that line, and then it's like, ooh, like I have this look that I give, and my kids know, and my husband too, that when they get that look, that you just better walk away. Better turn that ass around, and you better walk away. Someone here's a funny story. See, this is my brain. Like I have a thing we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this week and everything that happened and all this stuff. But then I'm going to go off on 10 tangents first. So you have to like, it's almost like my intro of my brain, which is like somebody threw their junk drawer on a trampoline, and that's my brain right now. All the little like rubber bands plopping on the trampoline. That's my brain, right? Hey, Hakuna Matata. Oh my God. Somebody just had a beautiful little baby, and all I want to do is smell her little head. That's what I like to do with babies. So, oh my God. Oh, man. I would love to have another baby, but could not stand changing. If I had to change a diaper right now, I would pay someone to do it for me. I couldn't do it, but oh my God, I feel like that I'm. Oh my God. Yeah, you need to just lay down. Lay down, Peaches. Don't be cleaning nothing. Just lay down. Just lay down and do nothing. But I love, oh my God. So my friend, one of my husband's friends, he's 48 and he had a baby. I'm like, really? You're going to start all the way over at 48? Like, wow, who does that? But anyway, I was going to go off on a tangent, and I forgot my tangent. See, there's also my brain. It's going to go on a tangent, and I forgot my tangent. God damn it. God damn it. That's always what happens. Hey, Stone But Not Alone. How are you? I met Stone But Not Alone, interestingly enough, in Crayola'S. And it was one of those nights when she actually let everybody in, which I'm like permanently banned. Like she always says, like, you're welcome until you're not. Like I've never been welcome. So, but she let everybody in. And so I was just sitting in the back, like, just like asking people if they wanted popcorn and just making fun of it all because everyone was fighting. And Stone was like, first time there, he's like, what is going on? I was like, I don't know, dude. Everyone's fighting, but here, have a beer with me. Just sit in the back. I'm never allowed in this room, and I'm allowed in right now. So let's just have a beer. So like, that's how we met. But he's a really cool dude. Do you remember my crow story, Stone? Do you remember my crow story? I don't know if you remember it. I have this crow. So my cat Rasputin died. Hey, Bubblegum. Hey, Wee Frosty. Please do not take Tylenol and acetaminophen. You can't take either of these as ibuprofen. Yes, that's what it is. Ibuprofen. Sorry. See, that's the brain. But they're the two that you can take together. Because Tylenol is acetaminophen, isn't it? See, that it always mixes me up. Like, I did actually go to medical school, but those two things always mix me up. Can never get them straight. But there's the two that you can take together. And yes, it's ibuprofen and Tylenol, because Tylenol is acetaminophen. But anyway, so wait, let me go back. So, is that the night we were singing in chat? What? Yes, we were. There were like a group of us in chat. Everybody was fighting in chat. And there were like a group of us who were just like singing and being like, pass the beer and like just dorking it out and pretty much pissing everybody else off. I'm pretty sure we pissed Crayola off pretty bad because we were like, it was almost like when Justin and I got our wrenches taken because we like pissed Hopi off because we were just like having fun in chat, which you cannot have fun in chat. No fun in chat. Stop having fun in chat. Oh my gosh. You must listen to me all the time and not have any fun of your own. But that was the same thing. Yeah, the damn ascot. Someone didn't know what an ascot was, and suddenly Justin and I were assholes for it. But anyway, so I think, so I told, and I don't know if you remember it, Stone, but I was saying how I had this big black cat and he died. And now I have this big black crow that comes to me and will just come to me and like, caw, caw, caw. And it's usually when I'm like having a bad day or really like need like, you know, a hug or something like that. Like this big black crow will just like come onto the porch and just sit there and stare at me. And I'll walk over to the porch and I'll be like, hey. And, you know, I'll say hi to, you know, the crow and everything and blah, blah, blah. So the other day, I'm like sitting here and I hear like a knock at the door. Like it's a weird knock, but like a weird knock. Kind of like a bird hitting its head into a door, you know, kind of like a weird knock. And so I'm like, that's weird because, you know, like no one was home. So that would be really weird. And, you know, so then I heard it again and I was like, okay, I'm going to get up and see what's going on. So I get up and I walk and I open the door and this crow apparently had been in front of the door and he flies off. Fucking crow knocked on my door. Like how many people can say a crow came to their door? Hey, Griffey, how are you? Oh my gosh, I have not seen you in so long. How are you? Yeah, seriously, this crow, like, not, you know, because he just, you know, when he was flying low to the ground, I could tell he just like took off from the, like, you know, cement and just flew right away. Like, that's crazy. I don't know. He just was coming to say hi to me or something like that. It was the weirdest thing. But it's like, I just know, like, and I'm not one of those reincarnation, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious kind of thing, you know. So it's like, I'm not the kind of person to be like, oh, my cat got reincarnated into a crow. That's not really me, you know. But so for me to say that, that's like, you know, and I have another picture where like I was in here and I heard him and I walked outside and literally, and I had my camera going and like he flew like right over my head and you see him like almost touch my head and then it's crazy. This crow. I am doing good, Griffey. Now, yeah, I am now. So, okay, let me go back in chat and see what's going on. Running into chat. Frosty. So Frosty, I heard it's no longer never your birthday anymore, right? It's never your birthday. That's what I've heard. It's never your birthday, right? But yeah, that night we met was a night that I don't know what people were fighting for. She put it on her screen forever too. Who put what on their screen? What did I miss? What did I miss? Who put what on their screen? But anyway, yeah, we got in trouble. For like, you know, and it was funny because right before we got in trouble, I said, like, let's not talk, let's take this offline because we're gonna he wants my hair for a nest. Well, shit, I got bags of hair I can give him. I mean, my goodness. Well, okay. Oh, you're at work. What do you do? Because, you know, you usually can't be stoned or alone at work, so it's interesting. But hello to everybody. I'm good, Griffey. Hakuna Matata, congratulations on your baby. Deal you whoop-a-doo, whoop-a-doo. How's mama? Hopefully mama's doing good. And we Frosty, no happy birthday to you. I actually had a magpie fly down onto my head and grabbed my hair. Oh my God. Wow. You know, I had a cat who she liked to go on. It's when I lived down the hill, and there was a house and there was a garage. And for some reason, one morning she was like on top of the garage, and it was a real garage, not like my garage here. And this bird kept flying down and was trying to like peck her. And, you know, and this cat, her name was Mama Kitty, because she had like all, she's okay going to see her after this. Oh, good. Well, I hope she stays okay. Hey, Betty Boop, how are you? Oh my gosh, she did it yesterday too. It was gold. Oh my God. Wow. But yeah, this bird like kept, I don't know what, I guess my cat was just being an asshole, but this bird kept, and he was like totally flying down and trying to get Mama Kitty, and Mama Kitty was all like, ah. So I actually had to, like, you know, smack the bird and get the bird away. But I run a luxury apartment complex. I'm the maintenance service manager. That sounds kind of nice. Are there any empty, since apparently I've been kicked out of my house, can I come visit? No, see, I think you missed that part. So there was a rumor going around that I got kicked out of my house to my garage, and this is my garage that I was kicked out to. So looks like a garage, and I'm in my garage, surrounded by little bags of purses and clothes and stuff, like made to sound like horrible, right? You know, like, so yeah, this is my garage. So welcome to my garage. But anyway, so the whole point of why I went live is, well, first of all, hopefully, before I forget, hopefully all of you saw the Slashimoto skit from this morning. Did you all put the shoe she's like, yeah, like, look at all these shoes. Do you see? These are all shoes. Look at all these shoes. Those are all shoes. See, this is why I had to have this place made. Because, see, those are all shoes. Those two things are all shoes. Those are all shoes. These are winter shoes. These are winter shoes. These are summer shoes. These get worn once at Christmas time. Sexy. So these are winter shoes. And these are summer shoes. And the rest is all clothes. But yes, that's my. Hey, Jesse. And apparently I'm such a horrible wife, I got kicked out and had to build it. I know. I know. Well, actually, we did. I actually did a community post. So if you want to see a picture of it, I put it on a community post, and I said, thank you so much for being so interested in all of the various remodeling projects we did over the summer, because the garage we turned into like a gym, because my youngest son wanted a gym. So that kind of got turned into, we actually bought 2 metal sheds, like total like white trash metal sheds, and put like all the like toxic stuff in there. And then the garage got turned into a gym. And then we built this as my like wardrobe, closet, I don't know what you call it. But then I figured I'd put my stuff in here to like videotape too. And then we built a building because my son he's a drummer. He loves to play the drums. So we built like a drum studio for him. So so there's another house back there that is a drum studio. So yes, but this is apparently the garage. I don't know how you get to the garage from the driveway, which is way up. I don't know how you get, but anyway, I just thought it was hilarious. Like the things that people make up, which kind of runs into like all of what I'm talking about, because, you know, the one thing about YouTube is people love to talk shit about each other. And it's one thing when you talk little shit, like, oh, QueenOG got kicked out of her house to the garage, and she's living in her garage with all her little bags of purses. Like that's not horrible. You know, that's not going to be hurtful. But, you know, then it goes to the doxing, and then it goes to the calling CPS on each other and blah, blah. Yeah. The full story is my husband kicked me out of the house to the garage, and this is my garage. And I'm living in my garage with all of my little bags of purses and clothes. Apparently, I didn't think to bring like toothpaste or underwear or anything like that. I just brought clothes. I don't know. But anyway, so this week, a really strange thing happened. Some people turned into adults and owned their shit. And actually said, I know most of you might not accept my apology, but I would like to apologize for my bad behavior, which it's like, wow, how is that happening on YouTube? Like, usually people are just assholes, you know? And like that, like, and so communities were brought together, and, you know, but there's still one part that still has no desire to own their shit. And we're going to get into the owning of the shit and the non-owning of the shit. Because I left for 7 months. And the reason I left for 7 months was because of the shit. And because of how bad the shit was. And I think a lot of us, hey, Aaron, I think a lot of us have gone through this shit. And I think a lot of us deserve to just kind of like have our moment to say the truth and like kind of, you know, move on from it. And, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, everybody's hate watching and kumbaya. No, nobody's like, you know, doing any of that. But I think, you know, a lot of us have just decided to like be an adult and just like, okay, you know, I accept your apology. You know, and actions speak louder than words, and hopefully your actions will show that you are, you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, you know, because the other side is like, oh, look at them over there. Now they're all best friends and blah, blah, blah. And now they're just, you know, and it's like, no, it's not like that. Like, people don't suddenly just become like, oh, we're all best friends. But, you know, it's hard to have hate in your heart. Oh, that was what I was talking about before I lost my train of thought. Hopefully everyone saw the Slashimoto skit, which was on a few hours before this. So if you didn't see this, like, how many people did not put a 1 in the chat if you did not see the Slashimoto skit this morning? Put a 1 in the chat if you did not see it. It's like 2 minutes long. It's the best 2 minutes of your life. And it's funny. It takes you days to do 2 minutes. Like, I was up till 4 in the morning filming, and then I took like a couple hours sleep, and then I had to edit. Because if you see it, there's little boxes in the side that show Slashimoto at the beach, and Slashimoto at the library. You have not seen it? Well, you might need to see it. Do you know the story of Slashimoto? See, you have to know the story of Slashimoto too. There was somebody who was making a drawing, and I think I still have actually the picture that I used. They were making a drawing for somebody. They were making a drawing for a friend, And I guess they got mad at the friend, like while they were making this. So here was my little picture. So they were making a drawing or some sort for a friend, and they got mad at the friend in the middle of like their live stream, and so they took a box cutter and like slashed it, like all like crazy mad, like rah, 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 like totally out of like, you know, the shower scene. So wait, I'll put the URL and you can go see it because it's like literally like 2 minutes. But it's the Slashy Moto skit. Probably gonna like lose my place here now of where I was, because of course I have 27 bazillion tabs open. I don't know why I always have so many tabs open. No, that's this one. Oh, let me go. No, maybe I think it's here. See, and I talk to myself too. You know, they say only intelligent people talk to themselves. It was probably made by some dumbass. Okay, here we go. Here's the community page. Okay, all right, here we go. Slashy Motos. All right, it is 2 minutes and 39 seconds long. All right, we'll give you the URL. Okay. And so anyway, so this person slashed this canvas crazily that they, you know, she cut herself? Did she really cut herself? Oh my God. That's sporadic. All right, so there it is. So that's the URL of the Slashy Moto skit. Hey, Black Widow. When channels start talking about size, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, suddenly, people adulted. And suddenly, you know, I remember looking in the chat and see, and I think I said at one point, like, am I really here? Because, you know, it's YouTube. Usually there's sides and, you know, you can't be on here if you're here and blah, blah, blah. Hey, Grits, and all this kind of stuff. And it's so stupid. So, hey, Tragedy Pimps. Just down, he's warming. Oh, I want a baby right now. I want a baby. Except I'm way too old to have a baby. I was laughing at the talking to yourself. I talk to myself all the time, unfortunately. But anyway, it was like it was like, wow, like people were being adults, you know. Suddenly there weren't sides. People, you know, because that's the thing. You don't have to like everybody. You don't have to be friends with everybody. It's just like a job in the real world. Do you like all of your coworkers? No. But do you go to work and like be like, hey, bitch, skirt looks like shit on you, your ass looks fat too? Like, no, you're cordial. You know, you might completely hate the person who's in the cubby next to you, but you're cordial and you're nice and you act because you're an adult and you learn to do that as an adult. But somehow on YouTube, people think, like, I was thinking about it. I was taking a shower this morning and I was thinking like what, like, see, I don't want to get into, I don't want to be drama. I don't want to, this is not really meant to be a drama live, and I don't want to do drama lives, and I don't want to have anything to do with drama. I mean, this is more because I feel I need to get out the truth of me, and I think there are a lot of people who like deserve to have their truth, because a lot of things, because when I was in this chat, which was a chat filled with all sorts of people who, you know, had made clip videos of me, who thought horrible things of me because of what other people said. Because that's the thing, when you have a friend and your friend says, oh, this person's a blah blah blah, you tend to believe your friend. you know, like if someone says something bad about me, are you going to believe your friend, or are you going to say, hold on, before I believe you, let me go to QueenOG's channel and let me vet what you're saying and make sure that you're telling me the truth? No, you're going to just believe your friend, right? So there were a lot of people, friends, believing these horrible things about me. And it really, really was bad, you know, to the point that, you know, I left for 7 months. And, you know, it was really interesting to be in a chat looking around at all these names of people of like, you hate me, and you know, you said that, but to be like, wow, we've somehow gotten to a place where we've risen above that. And that's good, because you can't live with hate in your heart. I keep everyone at arm's length. I trust very few people. And that's how it should be. And that's why when people were saying, oh, everybody's just hate bonding over there. No, nobody is hate bonding. You know, I don't think anything has changed, but we've all decided to, you know, like move forward like adults, you know. I remember having my daughter at both brothers were sure jealous about me breastfeeding her when they, oh, that's cute. You know what? I was a cow. I was a cow. I wished I could have gotten rid of my milk because in California, they make it so hard to like give away your milk. You have to have all these tests done. I mean, it's like, it's ridiculous. But I literally had a freezer, and it was like a, you know, like a refrigerator size freezer. And on the door, it had probably like 13, you know, shelves or something. And each one probably held like 13, like, you know, the things of milk. I mean, and it was full, stocked full of milk. I mean, I had gallons of extra milk. It was ridiculous. I mean, I literally was a cow. I literally was a cow. And I literally had, did I moo like perps last night? No, I try and stay as far away of doing anything like or near that person. Oh, where are my children going? That was there. The kids have, if you don't know about it, there's this app called Life 360, and it's amazing. Hey, relevant glitz and glams chicks. You just woke up. Oh, night shift. Well, I was just talking about how nice it was that we all kind of adulted, you know, in the well, some of us adulted in the last week, because life is short. Like when it was 2016. One day I had a cold. Like I just kind of had a cough. And the next day I had like a really bad cough. And that's the last thing I remember. But the next thing, I woke up in the ICU, and I had like a 30% chance of living. And I had effusive pneumonia, sepsis. My body was shutting down. I ended up being in a medically induced coma for like 15 days. I had 5 heart attacks, a stroke. I legally died. I was pronounced dead at one point. I mean, you never know. Hey, Dree, you never know. Like, life isn't a video game. You can't just go phew and restart. Like, you never know what's going to happen. So to hold hate in your heart all the time and to be angry all the time, it doesn't hurt the person that you're, oh, I want a coffee. I got a squirt. I love squirt. I guess I'm a newbie in a way, but hey, doll. You know what, Aaron? You might be the most recent person in my channel, actually, even though you've been here for a long time. But you might be the most recent person. But it takes a lot to hold hate in your heart. And when you do, the other person has no idea. Like if I'm mad at Dree. She has no idea I'm mad at her. Like, I'm going around my day all pissed off, ruining my day, like not hanging out with my kids because I'm all pissed off. She has no idea. I'm not hurting her at all. I'm hurting myself, and I'm hurting the people around me. So holding hate in your heart is like does nothing. I heard a saying once, and I'm probably not going to get it right, but it was something like anger is depression turned inward, or depression is anger turned inward, or something like that. But the bottom line is, things happen in life. Do you like squirt or do you like squirts? Because there's a difference between liking squirt and liking squirts, or being able to squirt, if you know what I mean. Just saying. You mean we're not gonna time Dree out? Well, see, that's the thing. I don't have any mods anymore. I actually got rid of all my mods, and I think, hey, Pixie Truther. See, Pixie Truther is someone who had their friend tell them stuff about me and believed it and made videos about me, and then realized she was given wrong information and was like, oh, crap, she's actually a nice person and she's not really any of those things that I was told. And that's the whole point, you know? Like, what is Pixie gonna do? She's gonna hear shit about me from her close friend. Is she gonna take the time out to go investigate me and make sure her friend's telling her the truth? No, you're gonna believe your friend. But then that's the problem, is then there's a whole group of people hearing all this stuff about people that aren't true. And sometimes you don't realize how far it goes and how much it can hurt somebody. And for me, things went way too far with me. Way too far. But if I do, so right now I think Lindsay, Aaron, and Mr. Pork are my only. Hey, Iris. No, you never made a mean like that, and that's the thing. Pixie never made a mean, like, look shaming, body shaming. She just took my hyperbole as truth, and that was at the point where, like, I had said meows, and that was at the point where I had said because I didn't think that Purple was using the word morals in the proper way, because she had said that morals were second to her. And I said, I think for her to say that, she doesn't really understand the meaning of what morals are, because morals aren't just like, you know, I'm for abortion, I'm against abortion. Morals are like what society believes is acceptable. Like, we're allowed to beat our wives. You know, in some countries, you're allowed to beat your wives. That's okay. You know, like, morals are much bigger than the little things that, you know, you and I differ from, you know. Yeah, she said, like, I just care about going to jail. But I was like, for her to say that, I don't think she really understands what the meaning of the word. I mean, I really wasn't saying anything bad about her. I just said I really don't think that if she's really saying that, I don't think she understands what she's saying. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. But anyway, all right, let's not turn this into too much of a bashing session. But anyway, so, you know, so Pixie hears all this crap about me, you know, and blah, blah, blah. And so she kind of like goes after me a little bit. That's what happens, you know. But a lot of people took it a lot further, and suddenly I was fake, and I had 27 plastic surgeries, and I thought I was better than everybody else. And I mean, then at one point I was a child molester, and I mean, really bad things that can ruin your reputation. and I lost hundreds of subs. I left for 7 months and got demonetized because of it. I'm not monetized anymore because I took so much time off. I mean, and I took the time off because I could have handled all of the hate that I was getting, because I mean, and if anybody wants to come up, because I don't want necessarily need this to be about me. This is more, I think that, you know, I think that it was really big of Jenna to apologize, and even bigger for her to say, you don't have to accept my apology, but I want to apologize. And you know, if you notice, then you look in the chat after that, and there's all these people in there, you know, who have, like me and Pixie, who have never spoken, you know, who have not liked each other. And that's an adult thing to do, to say, I think what I did was wrong. And then people come together, and, you know, we all don't have to like each other. Hey, Georgia, like, we don't all have to like each other. We don't have to love each other. We don't have to be besties. And most of us won't be. But we can be an adult and be cordial to each other. And we don't have to sit here and call each other curse words and names and put each other down. Like, we're supposed to teach our children. How do you teach your children not to act that way if you act that way? You know? So if anyone else wants to come up, anyone else is welcome to come up. But for me, I dealt with, you know, your basic look and body shaming for ever. You know, I mean, actually, I made a video that was not about Purple. I made a video that was not about HEIDI. They both got butthurt over, I don't know why. And then I started being called a bully, and they started talking shit about me. And HEIDI started saying I was the kind of person who went after disabilities, and I was a bully, and I was fake, and I had all this plastic surgery, and all these things started happening, you know, and it culminated into Jenna. Actually, the first thing that happened was, oh, that's the washing machine. The first thing that happened was that somebody told, they're describing themselves. I mean, yeah, a lot of this is projection. You know, a lot of things, when people talk about you, a lot of it is projection. And I can always tell what people's insecurities are by what they come after me for. If they come after me for my hair, if they come after me for my eyelashes, if they come after me for my makeup, if they come after me for my lips, whatever they come after me for, you know, it's like what Carl Jung said. The thing I dislike in you is what I hate about me. And it's very true. And so I could always tell, you know, like I would never even notice if someone had tattoos. So I would never go after someone for having tattoos, because I wouldn't even notice them. You know, so it's like what you go after someone else for is what is kind of bothers you in your own mind, kind of thing. I'm having trouble trying to type. I have a new phone case. My phone has affecting makes me bad. I can barely type. So well, just try and we'll figure it out. Sometimes I do that when I get lazy. I just try, and like they're like half words, but I kind of get what I'm trying to say. But I mean, mine went from the little minor things to, you know, then they told Tony I talked crap about her, which I didn't. So she went after me, and as we all know, Tony, she has a mouth on her. Do you hear that? That's metal roof. So when things happen, you hear it, which is why I made, and when it rains, it's so amazing. My grandfather had a metal awning porch, and when it rained, we used to sit under there and listen to the rain, which is why I had this made. Yeah. And then so anyway, it was the normal kind of stuff, but then that's what really kind of started the beginning of the end, was that she hurt her back. And I have the screenshot. And, you know, and I always say I'm not that kind of person. I don't, when people tell me something in confidence, I keep it in confidence. So I'd like to try and stay that way. You know, people who really know me know that I'm an extremely honest person. I don't talk. I don't do stuff like that. But anyway, she had hurt her back and she literally could not move off of her couch for 2 days. And I graduated from medical school and I was in pain management. And I sent her a thing in Discord and said, you know, I understand how doctors are, you know, they even if you need 2 pills to get through, you know, the next 2 days, they won't even do that for you. And I totally understand it because I'm in pain management. So is there anything I can do for you? There's this thing called BioFreeze that is over the counter. I have lidocaine patches. Like I have 300 lidocaine patches. You know, I could send you a couple. And I know that she had people in her family who had struggled with addiction. So, you know, I said, I hope this is not coming off the wrong way. I really don't want to offend you or hurt you. I'm not, and I even have it in there. I'm not, hey, Charlie girl. I say, I'm not offering you pills. It's in there. Hey, Vinny Pots and Pants. That's a really fabulous name. How are you, Vinny Pots and Pants? I like that name. But I see, but I don't think that was the part. I think she cut that part off. But anyway, I even say in there, I'm not offering you pills, you know, and if you have a problem with what I'm saying, you know, please let me know. You know, but you know, and then I talked about a TENS unit, but I mean, it flat out, like if you, you know, and so she stopped talking to me after I sent this. She stopped talking to me. So a few days later, I said, did I do something wrong? You know, because you've stopped talking. Like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Have I done something? Like, you know, you've just stopped talking to me. Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm just really busy. And that was in October. And then in December, she said, I just wanted to let you know you might get contacted by Jenna because she heard me say in a Discord that you offered me pills and that I was uncomfortable and she might go after you for it. And I'm like, what are you? Hey, Rocco, how are you? And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, so basically, she takes what I wrote, and rather than, even though I said, you know, like if I've offended you in some way, please come talk to me. I mean, she decided to go into a Discord where there were many people, you know, who recorded it and said, OG is pushing pills on me and has made me very uncomfortable because she's trying to do this to a lot of people and made it sound like I was like the YouTube pill pusher and I was just selling pills to everybody. So then, of course, Jenna recorded it and believed what she heard and made some comments about like, oh, hey, OG, you want to come talk about why you're pushing pills on people and trying to give people pills and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Like, I never did that. I mean, if she would have asked me and said, can I have one? I might have considered it, but like, no, I did not do that, you know, and that's how it started. I'm not awake. Now I'm repeating myself. I need to finish my coffee. Okay. Finish your coffee. Kumbaya your coffee. Kumbaya your coffee. Well, look at me. I haven't even started my pad thai. I've been talking so much. And so that's how it started. It started a Discord where I flat out, and I don't want to be the person who starts showing Discord screenshots, but I can if I need to. But it's very obvious. I mean, I can see how she could have misunderstood it, but it does say, I am not, you know, and so then, where is everybody going? Because it sounds like, hold on, I'm checking Life 360. Did my son get home too? No, he's still at school. Okay. Anyway, so you're on your second coffee. You know, I stopped drinking coffee a long time ago. I don't know, like no particular reason, but I drink a lot of soda. But anyway, so, you know, all at once I get this message like, oh, Jenna wants you to come to her live. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, and so the whole thing blew up. The whole thing blew up into how I was like a pill pusher. And, you know, so she was in my Discord at the time. And I said, look, you and I, because before all of this, you know, she deleted it, of course, before I got to screenshot the beginning of it. But she's like, oh, I'm your soul sister. You know, I'll be your ride or die. I'm like your big sister, you know, love, 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 love. Right? You know, so I think we're close, right? So I think we're close enough to say, hey, I don't want to offend you and I'm not offering you pills, but have you ever heard of biofreeze or, you know, that kind of thing. So she goes into Discord and says, I don't even know who this girl is, but she has totally creeped me out because she's trying to sell me pills and she's a druggie and she's a pill pusher. And then Jenna goes on with the story. So, you know, for some reason, my battery always likes to say it's going to die. So she's in my Discord and I said, look, you and I both know the truth of the matter. Can you please set the record straight? Because clearly you misunderstood what I said. Can you please, you know, this is ruining my, you know, all over people are saying I'm this thing that I'm not. Could you kindly maybe say, you know what, I think I misunderstood what she said. She was not offering me that. And she's like, why would I lie for you? And I'm like, I'm not asking you to lie for me. I'm asking you to not lie about me. And so I actually put the entire screenshot of the Discord message in my Discord for everyone in my Discord to see. And everyone in my Discord at the time saw. And I was like, okay, everybody, what do you guys think? And they're all like, Buckeye, you darn screwed up. What are you talking about, you crazy girl? She didn't. They're all like, no, you didn't. So I'm like, look, you know, 30 people just like agreed against you because it's right here in black and white, you know, and she just like, and she just got mad and she turned it around into how I was trying to get her to lie. And that's the kind of person I was. And she wouldn't lie for anybody. And she was, and then she like left my Discord and, you know, never, and then kept the story going, you know, and I'm sure glitz and glam girls, I'm sure you heard all, you know, the story from her. And that was a big thing. And then, like, you know, and I was gonna play the video, but I don't like being that person who plays video. But there was one point where actually Jenna and Mrs. T replayed my video because I started telling the story, and Buckeye and Ray and what's her face, the other one from Phoenix came in, and they were all like trying to attack me. And I was like, and Jenna was like, see, everyone thinks that we lied, and that just proves that we didn't lie. You know, that, you know, because Buckeye kept saying, I didn't say anything like that in Discord. I never said that. I never said she offered me pills in Discord. I never said any of that. I don't know where Jenna got that. Jenna's a liar. So it was like, I was a liar, Jenna was a liar. So, so, you know, Jenna replayed my live of them coming in because I was like, because I'm real nice, but do not mistake my kindness for weakness, because I will throat you and throw you on the ground if I need to. And I was like, Buckeye, I have not said things publicly, but I will if I have to. And you have pissed me off, and I'm done with you. And, you know, and I went off. And so that's why Jenna played it, because she's like, see, thank you. See, we didn't lie. Mrs. T and I did not lie. You know, so it kind of, you know, but that's how it started. That's how it started, was Buckeye saying a lie to Jenna, making Jenna think I was one thing, and having the world think I was one thing that I wasn't. So Jenna was a liar. I was druggy pill pusher, and then Jenna and I and it went on and on. And there was no reason for Jenna and I to ever have anything against each other, but it went on. I mean, y'all saw it. It was like video after video, kind of shit. And that's the dumb shit that happens. And then there was the Gannon event. I don't know if y'all remember that, but that was all unseen. Nutty little cracker doodle that she is. I was having a live and I was talking about how Purple was going after me. And I saw in the chat someone said, she doesn't like Gannon either. And I thought she was this Gannon, because I'm not true crime. I thought Gannon was like another creator that, I thought you were saying like that's another creator she goes after. So I said, who's Gannon? I don't know who the fuck Gannon is. And this was during when I was giving palliative care to my cat when my cat was dying. So, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. And that was it. And I actually have a video of Jenna's live where like she's replaying my live. And like I say this and nobody even notices. Nobody notices that I say any of this. Like nobody cares that I said, who's Gannon? I don't know. Nobody notices a darn thing. Until Unseen puts together a little video, which I could show, but I'm not that kind of person, that's all like, why are you even in true crime if you don't know who these people are? It's like, I'm not, hey, cornbread. It's like, I'm not true crime. Like, why would I know who, like, So there's another case of me doing something that had nothing to do with nothing, but Unseen decided to make it into something. And then gave it to Purple, who then did this whole live on just like saying, thank you. And I know quite a few of us have lost our pets recently. I don't know what's going on in the world, but quite a few of us have lost. Yeah, I mean, I always say I base what I think of someone on me and them. Like, I will never judge you on someone else's opinion because I don't think that's fair. And that's just how I am. Like, I'm not going to judge you on someone else's opinion of you. That's not fair. But I got judged on a lot of people's opinions of me. And those opinions were very, very wrong because they came from people who wanted people to not like me, So Purple does this whole live on like, how disgusting is she to talk about a dead child like this, and like what kind of person talks to a dead child like this, and everyone in chat is like, oh my god, how horrible, what a scum she is, blah 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 blah. And then the funniest thing is then comes in Karen and she's like, who's Gannon? So it's like I actually made a clip because I had all this stuff ready for a lawyer because, well, that's another story. But anyway, but it's like it has me, Purple, and Karen all saying, who's Gannon? Who the fuck is Gannon? And then Purple's like, you don't even know who the fuck he is. And then Karen's like, who the fuck is Gannon? And it's like we're all saying the same thing. Like we're all saying the same thing. So why is it any wronger when but anything can be made into anything. That's the thing. Anything can be twisted into anything else if you wanted to, especially when you're twisting it on YouTube where it's not coming from the root. Anything can be photoshopped. Remember the like ifakeemails.com or whatever? You can fake a screenshot. You can fake an email. You can fake a video. You can fake a signature. You can fake anything in the world. So anyway, all these things started piling up, right? Like, I'm selling the pill. Now, like, I hate kids with the Ganon thing. And, and like, there was one where like Heidi and Purple were holding up my picture and pointing out last Tuesday, her eyelids were like this way. So she must have had an eye lift in the last 4 days, but they don't watch me. But, and 4 days, all this stuff, and now I'm like fake, and I think I'm better than everyone else, and I'm just this horrible person, and I'm a bully, and like I have a thing of Heidi telling Science Girl that I made multiple videos on her called The Mattress Mamas, where I take clips from her channel. No. Go find them. No. They're not, no. Wannabe reality star. They're about Molly Golightly and her panel. They're not about Heidi at all. And they certainly don't have clips. I don't take clips of other channels. I mean, total freaking lies that were believed, So now I go after people with disabilities. I have a disability myself. Can't fucking remember the name of half of things because I got my God. So all these things started piling up, right? And wait, hold on. Let me look at chat for a second. And I might have to go pee too. Hold on. You can fake a PayPal account. You can fake anything. You can fake absolutely anything. Hold on, let me go up a little bit and read. Yeah. Yeah, that broke my heart today. I didn't see the live. I have many pictures of my pets after they pass. That is a very normal thing. When women, I had a stillbirth, there are people, I didn't do this, but there are, I look like I have like this like line of like, there's some like shine of something like right here. See that? Where photographers will actually take pictures of you with your stillborn. And I think that is a little, that I didn't do that, but I mean, it's not abnormal for like right after your animal to pass to like put a blanket over them and take one last picture of them. That I have home with just about every. So like that just made me cry too, hearing someone crying because they were getting made fun of. You don't make fun of, which leads me to my next story. I wanted to come to your page and leave you a message when you lost your cat. It was so sad. I felt your pain. I lost my dog. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually wrote Jenna a message when she lost her cat, but I didn't think she'd want to hear from me. And I just said, I know your pain. Like, we might not be friends, but I know your pain and I feel bad. Like I'm still a human being. That's the thing. We're all still human beings. We don't have to like each other, but we're still human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, get out of my way. Something just came right in front of me. Go away. I don't want to view my memories. Go away. Go away. Go away so I can see the chat. Go. Go. Thank you. All right, hold on. Charlie, what surprised me? Yeah, I didn't see that until this morning. Well, and actually, hey, dictum oil. Oh my God, I felt so bad. I went on, I was on Matthews and I saw dictum oil, and that is too small for my eyes without my glasses. And thank you. And I've from here without my glasses, I thought it was dictum, which that's now glass house. It's like you're not a victim, you're a dictum because dicks. I don't know. Anyway, so I thought that that's who that was, and I was like, went off. And then everyone's like, that's not. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Because I'm the first person to say I'm sorry. Like if I do something wrong, I will always say I'm sorry. Like I'm not one of those people who like, it's like, oh, I didn't do anything, Mexico had a year and a half ago. I was asked. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's the Dunkin' oil. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go. I actually am going to go to the bathroom and pee and everything. So hold on 1 second. Okay. You know why I turned my camera and my thing off? Because this is what a stuck-up snob I am. I peed outside. This got stuck in my toe as I was walking back in. That's what a little fake blonde Barbie bitch I am. I pee outside. Yeah, I mean, I felt so bad. I was like, oh, I am so sorry, because I went off. I was like, I just went off. But like, I'm a huge animal person. I ran a nonprofit cat rescue, like full-fledged 501c3 for like over a decade. I just, so animals, there are two things that will always get me, is a child growing up not thinking that they're wanted or loved, or an animal being hurt. I can't handle it. I can't look at it. I can't do anything. Oh, what's gonna be that I pee outside? See? Click that I'm fucking white trash. That I'd much rather, I grew up poor. I didn't grow up poor. I grew up po. Like, my mom sewed my clothes po. We were on welfare, lived in government housing. I was poor. So it's really funny. Like, I grew up in the ghetto. I got ghetto in me. So it's funny when people like, yeah, where's Magpie? So it's funny when, like, I mean, I've lived in this for over half a century. So trust me, being called Barbie she's not the first person to have called me that. I've been called, oh, little Miss Perfect Princess, oh, Barbie doll, not the first time I've been called that, believe it or not. I've looked like this for a long time, and I've gotten a lot of compliments about it. But behind the look is the ghetto girl who once had a bully meet her at the bus stop, and I punched her right here, because right here the skin is really thin, and if you twist as you punch, ooh, does that bleed quite a bit and leave a nice gash. And she went running and crying and had to go get stitches. So it's always funny when people like are all like, oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, until Ghetto Girl comes out. And that's going to be my new thing. Garage Ghetto Girl. I'm telling you, there's a big, and that's the thing. Hey, Jenna. I have always wondered why, because I had an eating disorder for a long time. So I hated myself for the many, it looks like there's like a string in front of my face, but it's not. It's like a reflection from one of those things back there. It's really like driving me nuts. But like, so, I like hated myself for the longest period of time. So it's funny when people say like, oh, people are it's like, I'm not even jealous of me, like people like me more than I like me, it's just kind of funny that way. But I mean, this is the whole thing. And it's not just that, it's just that, like, like Jenna, she heard a certain thing that was not true, but that was her friend telling her that, so she believed it and she ran with it. And that's what happened, and that's what happens on YouTube way too flippin' often, is somebody hears something from someone who's a friend, and of course they're going to believe it, and then they run with it, and they don't realize that it may be completely untrue. They don't realize maybe what's going on in that person's life. Like for me, I could have handled everything that happened. I could have handled, the Buckeye thing. I could have handled, because, then Jenna and me had a huge thing after that. Like, it's just like, and it was like, where is this even coming from? Like, the only reason we fought was because Buckeye freaking mechanized her, basically, like got her all wound up to hate me, you know, purposefully, you know. And I could have accepted all of those things except if my cat hadn't died, because I got him at 5 days old with his 3 other siblings. And at the time I was running my cat rescue. So I had like 20 cats that I got all at the same time. And from 2019 to 2022, I think I lost 12 of them because, you know, they all got old together, you know. So, and Rasputin was the last. He was the last of the group. And I'm going to cry if I start talking too much, but I could have dealt with it if it wasn't for that. And the problem with that was then there was a little butt munch called Unseen who decided that she was going to go beyond her lives that she did. She did 2 lives talking about my hair. And she was going to do lives talking about my cat, which was cruel. And I was trying to look for them because I was just going to show like the thumbnail, but one thumbnail had like a headstone with the wrong years and the wrong name and a black cat. And it basically was saying how, like, you know, if I hadn't been on YouTube at that time, my cat would still be alive. Okay. He was 24. Like, he literally died twice, like 2 times. It was like me and my kids were all around holding him, and no breath, no, everything stopped, done. And then all and he can't, like, he was like, nope, I'm not ready yet. Like twice he did that. It was like, oh my God, nope, he's not done. But like, to say that to someone is horrible. And she had like 3 different videos that she did that were all just like going after. Thank you, Jenna. And I'm sorry about your pet too. And I was like, I watched that this morning of, you know, and I went and I like scrolled through it to see, and I saw the picture. I'm like, do you know how many pictures I have just like that of my cat under a blanket like that? Like probably 20 for 20 cats. You know, that's not sick. It's not gross. It's not weird. And you don't laugh at someone. I mean, that made me like, I had to go outside. I had to go, quite honestly, I went outside and I like shot my Glock a little bit. Like, I mean, I was like so mad I had to do target practice. I mean, I was like, just like, after living it and having it done to me and then seeing it, I was just like, this is so not okay. This is not how adults treat other adults. It's not. And we only get one shot at this thing called life. I've never seen them. I miss a lot, actually. Some of the stuff gets to leave before I wake up. I hear about them. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's hard to watch everything. It's real. It is. And I miss a lot too, which I would have totally missed that if I wasn't. See, I have a little search tool that I can search for, like, hey, J. Marie. And just, I'll put the link up again if anyone wants to come up. You don't have to, but I just in case. Like, I have a little search tool that, so I can search for like different words. Like I can search for like, you know, cat or, you know, whatever. So it makes it really easy for me to go to a live and then just search for like my name or someone else's name, and then just like pick out certain parts that I see. It makes it so I don't have to watch the whole thing, because I don't have time to watch the whole thing. But wait, they got that file. Did you guys see Slashimoto's? Oh, I hope she likes Slashimoto. You know, Slashimoto's was really fun to make, because the best part of it was the ones, if you haven't seen it yet, there's like, I have like a little box in the corner where I have like, you know, Slashimoto's can happen anywhere, and it's like, you know, like at the park, and there's like, you know, like me, like I have a wig on and I'm like, you know, and then like, you know, or at the beach. I had it out earlier. This is my there's the Mr. and Mrs. Tony, and then I had a knife, and I was like, it was quite fun to make. But being in Australia, your evening is our morning, so everyone's morning is like, oh, that's like UK people. They're like 8 hours. So like for UK people, it's like 10 p.m. I remember that from my good friend Hopi. See, I think people don't. Yeah, J. Marie, how are you feeling? I said hi to you, and then I went outside to pee. I did not do one in the store. I think I did a bar, a library, the holidays. Maybe there should be a Slashy Motos part too. But you know, she doesn't watch me. She doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know anything about me because she has people who does that for her. You can come up. Did you see the link? She has people who does that who does that for her, which is even freaking creepier. That's even creepier. Yeah, I'm sure she's watching. I mean, like, come on. Nobody's stupid. Does anybody think anybody like, come on. Like, and that's the thing. At least some of us can be an adult. And I can say, I watch Purple sometimes. You know, at least Jenna can say, I'm sorry and I apologize. All right, are you ready to come up?
Yep. Hey.
Hey, how are you? I like your new little picture there.
Oh, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to close my camera because I'm going to eat. And I don't like eating. And I'm not supposed to be rude. So there, now I can eat. How are you? How are you feeling? Did you get a nap today?
No, I didn't, but I am a little tired. So I'm only going to stay up for a few minutes, but I just wanted to see what I just came in, so I don't know what you're really talking about.
Well, I just figured that, you know, this week has been really interesting because I think, you know, a lot of us have come together and like I said, it's not like we're all best friends now. And, you know, like they say, oh, they're all over there hate loving. Like, no, not necessarily. You know, it takes time. You know, we're all not suddenly best friends, but we're adults. Hey, right. Turtle Dove. Like, we're all adults and we've all decided to, like, you know, make peace and just, you know, move forward.
Fighting. Yeah.
And so I just figured, like, my 7-month leave, I kind of minimized it. But I mean, I left because I honestly, like, was so depressed and so anxious that I could not go near YouTube. I mean, I was really fucked up in the head because of all of it, to be honest. Well, it really fucked me up.
Like I was saying the other day, it's so toxic. You know, you have to walk away sometimes and just focus on your life, you know, in what you have going on, because it can really suck you in.
It does.
As to a lot of people. And it's not healthy. No. You know, mentally. So,
and
hey, Jackie.
For me, if, you know, Rasputin hadn't passed, I probably could have handled it, but like I went back and I watched a few of like my lives, and I mean, there was one where I think Jenna replayed it and she's like, she must be on something because she's not her normally bubbly self. And it's like, no, I wasn't. I had been up for 3 days straight at that point because, you know, near the end, like he couldn't use his back legs. So like I would have to be behind him, holding him up so he could poop. And then he would poop all over himself, and then I had to clean, you know, so it was bad. And, you know, and so having to deal with everything. And then on top of it, I would have been okay if it wasn't for Unseen having to go after and like grief shame me. That was like the nail in the coffin. And that it just like, it ruined me. It really ruined me for a while. I was not good for a while. A long time.
I'm sorry that happened.
But I mean, and it happened like you and your whole band, your husband, like, I mean, it's not good for anybody.
No, not at all. And, the thing is, for me, I got the proof. I seen that, where the proof came from and everything. And Jenna helped me out with that. But my concern is the people who are being used that have deceased children, and that, their kids they're seeing their kids' profile or their kids' pictures on avatars in chats. That's what's concerning me. I do not know who's doing that. Like Jenna said, it's not clear because there are so many people involved that you just don't know who's putting what out there. So it's, but I know who did mine, but I don't know, like, say for instance, if yours was used, like, I wouldn't know. She wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that because it might be somebody who has something personal against you,
Well, I originally had I think I might have been the first, I don't know, first trial run, because I actually there was a channel made, and this was September 2022. So this was kind of before, this was right when like L15 was coming out and everything. But I was just going to read with him.
Some of my
I have
stuff
my head in shame. I've always watched YouTube on channel that only do videos. My feed started getting videos where I stopped asking what. Yeah, I mean, there's some fucked up shit on here. But like, so there was a channel put out, and it was my legal name and it was like as QueenOG. And then there was a video, and the thumbnail was my two children and then me in the middle. And the pictures were of them from 5 and 7. And the description had me and my husband's full legal name, our full address, and my children's names.
Wow.
And the video was quite concerning.
Yeah.
And it was so concerning that before I even got to get to it, YouTube contacted me and had deleted the channel because it was that bad.
Wow. And you never figured out who did it?
I'm pretty sure I know, because right around May, I got 2 messages in messages, like Facebook messages, which are, it's really easy to get doxxed from there. And I know who the 2 people were who did that. So I'm pretty sure that that's where it started. And then I think it went to like the Hopi, Harper, HEIDI, Levitt connection. But I'm pretty sure that's where that came from. But to be honest, I mean, I live in the safest place I could ever be, like, so unless someone's coming here with like an Uzi to kill me, I'm not really worried about anything.
Right.
So I don't, I kind of just like, it's with the police. I went to the sheriff, I went to the police, I went to the post office, I talked to the people at the grocery. I mean, I live in a very small town. So it's like, if you come here and you don't look like you belong here, meaning you're not driving like a Ford F450 and look like a country person, like, I'm probably going to get a phone call before like you even get anywhere near my house. And I live like up a dirt road. You're not going to find me anyway. So, I mean, I'm not worried about it. I was like the least concerned about being doxxed. The funniest thing was, when I got doxxed, see, that's my cameras going off. That's someone coming in the front door, which is probably my husband, or coming through the front gate. But the funniest thing was when I first got doxxed, because I got all these emails, and those were the emails that Jenna showed. And Jenna, I thought she got them from Hopi, but she got them from Harper, which that is interesting to me. And that opened my eyes up a little bit. But I when I got them, I told Hopi, I said, look, this is what happened. And she's like, well, are you gonna like lay low for a while and like get off YouTube for a while? And I'm like, hell no, I'm going live and I'm flipping the script. And she's like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, what? And that's how I knew she was part of it. Because she was like, no, you have to like, you know, and I was like, no, I'm going live and I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to show the emails and I'm going to say what happened and I'm going to talk all about it. And she was just like, you can't do that. And I was like, I'm doing it. And I could just tell. I could just tell from that moment.
Yeah.
And that was sad to me. It
is, because she was one of your really good close friends at one point.
She was my best friend. Here. Sorry, I'm chewing.
No, it's okay.
But she actually told me, it's funny, she said, do you want me to put you in touch with J. Marie and TFA? Because they actually got doxxed by Levid and they could probably give you a lot of information. So she told me that.
I think we had talked about it earlier, like a year ago. Or something like that.
Yeah.
And we compared.
Yeah. But I mean, I kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I kind of let it go because I knew I was safe. God, can you just like get through the gate and stop? Like, what are you doing? Like backing up 27 million times. But I knew I was safe, you know? And so I was like, there's nothing anyone can do to me. I mean, they only found like 3 email addresses because they didn't get in my Facebook because I am not even on social media. They got into my husband's and they got email addresses that were of people that didn't even, like, they weren't even valid email addresses anymore. So I think they contacted like my sister-in-law and my husband's ex-work.
Yeah.
And my husband's ex-work was like, oh, that's interesting. Here's my phone number. Call me. And of course.
Wow.
And then that was that. I never heard anything again.
Hey, Magpie.
Oh, Magpie. Hey. Hey, Bubblegum. Sorry, I stopped looking at the chat. I started eating.
No, it's okay. I mean, like, even like at this point, I know, you know, nothing's going to be resolved. It is what it is. It happened. And there's nothing I can do about it. You know, if they have the information, I can't be like, hey, delete that, because who knows if they're going to delete it or not. You know what I mean? Yeah. So right now it is what it is. I don't expect an apology at all. Even if I got one, I wouldn't accept it. But, you know, people are showing me their true colors and I see that. And whether it's good or bad, you know, whatever. But my thing is, I just wanted people to be aware in the community of that there are people like this out there that take your information and they buddy up with you and, you know, try to do these weird things with you and your information. And it's like, you know, you really don't want to be around people like that. But if you are, to just guard yourself in your information, because it's just, you know, this is a toxic place and you can't really know who's behind the computer screen. So,
no,
you know.
Oh, and like I'm probably one of the few people who always cam up. I've always cammed up. And part of it is because how do you do comedy if you don't have like facial expressions? You know, like you can't really do comedy when you're like, you know, an avatar. So I've always cammed up. And that's why in the beginning I had like the hat and the glasses and the wig and everything. But then once I was doxxed, I was like, you know what? Everybody in the world could have my information. Like, and I have to accept that. And that's fine. Because you know what? If you can actually find my house, which people who try to find my house cannot find my house. You know, if you
Right.
actually find my house, every inch has a camera, and I will be alerted immediately when you get on the property. And
Mm,
if you come here uninvited, you most likely will not leave. So,
right.
I mean, you know, I live in a small country setting, and country people protect their own. So, like,
Yep.
I wasn't worried about it. And, you know, and I think that's what scared Hopi the most, was that I wasn't worried about it, because she expected me to be worried. And so she kept trying to get me to do things that I was like, why would I do that? You know, like she kept trying to get me to be scared and do things, and like, well, you can't do that. And I was like, you know,
Yeah.
and then she started like going on. She had her little rant. Her and Heidi had like their little tour where they went from like creator to creator bad mouthing me, you know, like she was, I think she, you know, because I started on Twitter, and I started on Twitter like doing memes with
Mm-hmm.
Bullhorn Betty, because I was like, you know, when I was a kid, you slapped a note on someone's back that said kick me, or you
Mm-hmm.
know, you met them in the bathroom, you didn't like swat them, you know. And this isn't the world I want to leave for my kids, so I'm going to just try and do my part to like do what I can. So I
Right.
came here on like this like anti-bullying, woman positive movement, which
Right.
was just so strange that then I got called a bully, which I'm
Right.
like that's the
Right.
exact opposite of what I like. And if you like,
Exactly.
I before I did this, I went to my first live, and I'm like, this is an open panel, and anybody can say anything as long as you're, you know, not a racist or whatever, is disrespectful, and you know, and people who
Right.
know me know, like, I'm like a very woman person, positive person. Like, I think beauty comes from within. Like, I don't believe that, you know, I'm like the least fake person in the world. Like, if anything,
Right.
I'm too real. You know, I do get readies with me where I come on with absolutely nothing on my face. You know,
Right.
like, how fake am I if I can do that? You know, I'm like in my 50s. I'm just looking at chat.
Yeah. I
But I
just,
mean,
with
God,
this whole, with the whole thing going on and like the back and forth and stuff like that, I could say on my part, you'll never, out of my mouth, you're not going to hear anything like about looks or about kids or anything like that. It's going to be more, calling out the behavior, not the person. Because the
yeah,
person, that doesn't matter to me. I don't care about the person. I don't care about their life, about their husband, their wife, their kids, nothing. I care about the behavior that's being brought to YouTube. And I
yeah.
don't think it's appropriate. And I think people aren't safe around certain people on YouTube. And it's not just this community, like there's other communities too where it's the same thing. These
Every
people,
community is exactly the same.
yeah, yeah. And
It's
I'm in
sad.
like 3 different communities and I've seen it in all 3.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
it,
not like I'm just calling out this, like this is part of it, but it's everywhere. It's
yeah.
everywhere.
And I mean, you know, like when I came here, I started doing, you know, roasts like of big YouTubers. And the whole point is calling out people's actions that, you know, if you don't like hearing about it, maybe you should change them. And, you know, like for years, you know, Heidi went off on this like mattress mamas, and I went after her disabilities and all this stuff. And I like listened to it one day, and it's like, because I hadn't listened to it since I made it. And it's totally just the facts of what happened. Because that was when MGL had her panel of like all the ladies sitting there, and it was COVID. So everyone was in their bed, like in their jammy. It was kind of like calling out the lifestyle we were in then. Because in COVID, everyone just like, you know, you had Zoom meetings, and from here up you were like in your suit, and from here down you were in your underwear, you know. So I was kind of calling out the time of like, you know, she had this panel and
Yeah,
all these women were in their jammies, and you know, and everything I said was just the actual facts of the activities that happened and
right,
nothing more. And if she
right.
got butthurt by it, change your actions. because there was nothing in it more than the actions that she did, you know, like, you know, and so I don't know. And it's funny because I have a video of her right after it came out saying how much she loved it and thought it was so funny and so great and like this little fairy tale story, and it cracked her up. And then all at once one day it was like, nope. And the same with Purple. Like I did this one video and it was how like you could turn anything on YouTube into drama. And so it was about turning a fart into drama because I have boys and they fart. And I guess she farted. So she thought it was about her. So she like put something in my comments like, oh my God, this is so funny. I love this. And I was like, thanks. And then I heard her on her live that night being like, well, a lot of people don't like this creator and a lot of people wouldn't have thick skin like me, but she called out the fact that I farted. And I was like, what? And then she totally ragged on me. And I, you know, and so I just like messaged her and I was like, this isn't about you at all. And please do not disrespect me, you know? And then she just started on the bully train. And it's like, you both liked me and what I did. And then all of a sudden I was bullied.
Because they thought it was about them.
Yeah. It's like, you know, when like, you know, I got one person over here calling, you know, it's like, this is what I was thinking of this morning. I was like listening to her live this morning and I was thinking like, does she not realize that's not how adults talk?
Right.
Like, I've never, before coming to YouTube, I've never heard, hi, I love Volta. I've never heard women talk like that, swearing and cursing and hop on a cactus. Like I, you know, and I grew up poor. I lived in government housing, you know, and I still like, I don't. So it's like, do you not realize that that's not how you speak as an adult? Like, you know, like someone will ask a question and it's like, shut the fuck up, you bitch. You don't know shit. I don't even like you. You know, it's like, they asked you a question. That's not how you answer a question.
Right.
Like, what, you know, it's like, do you not know that that's inappropriate? Or like, I don't know. It's confusing to me.
I feel the same. I feel the same.
Hey, Chris. Hey. Hi. How was school, buddy? Good. Are any of your friends coming over? Okay. All right. Are you guys going to go in the gym? Okay. All right. Well, let me know if you need anything. I'll be off in a little bit. I love you.
I agree, Turtle Dove.
They're going to go out in the garage. Not this garage that I live in, but the other garage. That's the garage. I'm going to do, I think I have on my community a tour of my, I'm going to do a tour of my garage here. I've never heard any woman talk like that. Yeah, I've never heard. Yeah, and Magpie, you were great the other day. You were just like, I'm just trying to answer your question.
Yeah, she's so kind.
Well, Magpie is very pragmatic and just sensible and, you know, black and white and, you know, confident. And that just like ruffles someone else's feathers like nobody's business.
Hey, Jessie.
Hey, Jessie. Because she doesn't know how to deal. Because she can't answer a question. I mean, you ask a question, it's like, I mean, I don't know. All their behavior is disgusting. All these are yeah, I mean, I don't, you know, I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and say like, you know, I've never sworn and I've never, you know, gotten mad or anything like that. I mean, but I mean, I don't sit here and potty mouth from date and you know what I mean? I just don't, I don't like you lose all credibility when you do that.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, definitely. And yeah, I got demonetized. because I was gone so long. So I don't have, so my memberships are all on Patreon. Hi, how is school? What are you doing? Do you have homework? What? No math? All right. I still want to go through some math with you. All my kids, they're all coming home and they're all saying hi. Can y'all please yell at Magpie? Magpie! It was definitely the most immature conversation I've ever taken part of. It's true. It's true. Oh, it made it on a clip channel? What's the clip channel? Put the link in here.
That's funny.
Yo, QueenOG, how's my... Oh, I got the hula hoop, you guys. I did get it. I haven't taken it out of the box yet.
I've never heard of a smart...
Oh, you have one?
No, I've never heard of one.
Okay. So this is some... I don't... See what it looks like? I always go the wrong way. I don't know. I don't know what you do with it. But I got a blue one, not because I'm fashionable, because I'm cheap. None of them came in adult, and they're low intelligence. You know, I don't like... You know, that's the thing that like... I mean, part of why I did this live was, you know, when I was in Shining's chat and then Jenna's chat the past few days, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at all of these people who, like, used to think really, really bad things about me that I know are completely untrue. And it's like, I just kind of felt like as a community, we've all gotten to a point where I think we've all started adulting, you know, and like you know, there's all these different groups of people that, you know, we're now kind of being able to be cordial and talk and sit in it. Like, who would think, like, look at the people in this chat here. Who would ever think that we'd all be sitting here talking and not like hopping on dicks and shit like that? You know what I mean? You know, and calling me a fake Barbie ass bitch and like, you know, saying I think I'm better than everyone, you know, I mean, well, and that's a good thing.
I'll say you one thing. After tonight's live, I'm going to go hop on a dick because I'm done. I'm done with it. It's like, it's too much drama. It's never going to be settled. It's just going to keep going back and forth. So I figured I'm going to talk about it one more time. I'm not going to pinpoint anybody. I'm not going to name anybody too much, but after that, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go hop on a dick.
And this is kind of, I wanted to do this because I kind of felt like you know, I left 7 months ago and I kind of like, oh yeah, I just like, you know, but I left because it really mentally fucked me up in the head. Like, you know, and it was mainly, you know, freaking Glass House and her freaking bullshit, you know, like you don't guilt shame someone. You don't, you don't go after someone for a death. You don't. That's just wrong.
That is.
And I just felt like I needed to, now that like there are people are finally seeing, because when I first got here, like everybody loved me, and then slowly like groups fell off because they heard things from different people. It was like the Buckeye and the Pills, and then the, you know, all these different things, and then slowly it's like everybody just like, you know, I had no one, like, and you kicked me out of your Discord because you heard things, you know. It's like slowly but surely, like everybody left me and I was like all alone, and I was in a really bad place 7 months ago. And so I kind of felt like I needed to like come and say, you know, now that we're all kind of open to listening to each other, like none of that is true. And I like would just like people to give me a chance to like see who I really am. Like I have so many people like that are friends with me now who hated me in the beginning. And when people do that to me, I always say, you know what? I'm not going to tell you like which side to be on. Just go to my channel and decide for yourself, you know? And somehow they always decide me.
Right.
you know? And I'm not trying to say anything. God, it always says my battery's low. I'm not trying to say anything bad against anybody else, but I'm not the one over here cursing and calling people,
Yeah.
names and all
Right.
that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, like who says hop on a dick? But yet a lot of people here were over there, and
Yeah.
believed it. Hey, Precious. I mean, Precious, Precious kind of got me famous. Like she kind of did. Like I did one. This thing keeps saying that I'm like out of battery. If I drop myself off, I'll come back because I might
Okay.
lose battery. But I did one, and I was like, because she was a like kind of a mean mod there for a while, and I did a skit on her, and she thought Tiffany Marie was behind it, so she went to Molly and Justin complaining that Tiffany was behind it. And then some clip channel clipped her, and then Tiffany did a live on it, and then and it was just me. And so somehow, like, I ended up getting like 300 subs from that.
Oh wow.
But like, Precious got me famous. Like that's what started me off. But
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the thing too. Like, when I call out the bullshit, she's over there saying, "Oh, you just want content, you just want subs." Honestly, I don't. I want to be a small channel. I just want, the people that enjoy me to hang out in there. I don't want trolls. I don't want anything like that. I don't even create content that much because, like I said, I'm going through something. I'm actually going through a few things personally, and I don't have time for YouTube. Like last night, I was supposed to do my live last night and something happened. So, it's not going to be like I'm going to be here every single day. I might be gone for 3 months. You know what I mean? Like not gone, but like not making content for 3 months because it's not that important to me. When I do the content that I do, that's important to me at the time. And then, that's it. Like when I used to do the cases, I don't do kids' cases anymore because it's too emotional.
I don't know how you guys can do that. I could that would be so hard for me. I don't know how you guys can do that.
It's mentally draining. So yeah, after this live, you probably won't even see me for like, a few days. Maybe I'll do one in a few days. I know I wanted to do something for the members, like a giveaway, something like that, but it's not going to be like I'm on here every single day, going back and forth with people, because that's not what I want. I wanted to spread awareness, and that was it. So,
well, and it really bugs the crap out of me whenever someone says, "Oh, you and your 10 people in chat." It's like, because I'm not here for quantity. I'm here for quality, and I don't, I never came here to be anything. I just kind of fell into it. But I mean, I just want, all I've ever wanted to do is make people laugh and make people see the funny in themselves and see like the silly behaviors that they're doing and laugh at it. And because we don't laugh at ourselves enough anymore, and we're too serious, and we're in this world where we're behind computers and we don't even see each other anymore. And that's all I wanted. And I never cared if I had,
oh, I think we lost her. But I hear what she's saying. It's not about that. And there are a lot of people on here that, that YouTube is their income. YouTube is, where they go to vent or, do whatever. And I'm not just talking about like, certain creators that we don't like. It's just everybody. There's a lot of people. And then there's people who just want to use their channel to have their voice heard, and that's it. And that's me. I'm not excuse me, I'm not in the position that I need to be on YouTube every single day on a live.
I told
oh, go ahead.
my computer died, so yeah, I can't find, and my camera is all broken, so that's why there's a nice little face thing in front of me. But there's my
It's
ceiling, so I guess I'll be on the camera for right now. Maybe I'll go sit outside or something. I know
okay.
I kicked my own asshole off my own thing. But yeah, YouTube should be a place where you come to escape. And all I ever wanted was to like make people like laugh and have a good time. And
Right.
I remember when I had like 100 subs, I was so excited. And then and when I got demonetized, I was like, I don't even care about the money part of it. Just let me have my members,
Mm.
because like I just want like I don't care about the money. I don't care about the monetization. I don't care about ads. So I went to Patreon. So if you want to be a member, go to Patreon. And there's so much more there. Patreon's actually a lot better, to be honest with you.
I don't really know about Patreon, but I've done I think I've done like Instagram, just like little things here and there, but I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
And like I said before, I wanted my voice to be heard, and I use my channel for that. That's not what it's going to be for, though. Like, it might be like that every now and then, but it's mostly I have things planned for my channel,
Yeah.
things coming up, and it's going to come up in my time, because like I said, I have real life going on. So it's
Yeah,
not,
you have a lot going on. And and I just wanna, Patreon is basically the same thing. It's the same. I'm trying to get it so that little thing isn't, that white thing isn't right in my face. But yeah, there's my chandelier, and it's solar. It has a solar light. Like all the lights in here are solar lights
you should
because
tell her about the time it fell on your head.
it did. There's a live stream
Listen,
where
that chandelier has hurt 2 people already.
it fell on my head, and I'm trying to move the camera so it's not. And I literally I just sat here for a second because I was like, did that really just fall on my head? Like, oh my god! Like I just sat for a second, and then
Saw
everyone
that.
was
That's
like, don't have
incredible.
it right over your head. Hey, Pooh! I just see everyone saying hi to Pooh. So is Pooh here? Hey, Pooh! Yeah.
So I have a dilemma.
What's your dilemma?
Because Pooh is my wife and you're my wife.
I
So
know.
I think you're having an identity crisis.
Might be. Well, I remember when everyone thought I was Pooh. So Pooh and I both were on a live, and we both like Pooh wrote, and I raised both of my hands at the same
Yeah,
time to
yeah,
show that it wasn't Pooh. But I think I was called Pooh for the longest. God,
yeah,
there's
you
like
were.
a thing right in front of my face. That's annoying.
That's why I call you my wifey, because you were the original Pooh.
I was. Everyone's been Pooh, but I think I was Pooh the longest.
Uh,
So I am. You are my wife, and you better. I'll beat you if you do wrong. I feel like I need to use my back camera, but then I can't see myself.
yeah.
Well,
Well, just
it hangs from the here. I'll show it to you. I'll do my back camera. Hold on. Let me do my back camera, and then I'll show you the chandelier. Wait. Let me see. Let me if I can remember how to do the camera in the back.
yeah,
Hold on.
Jesse too. I think you were accused of it too. I mean, who cares? It doesn't matter, but you were Pooh for 45 minutes. Oh my God. Hey, Lindsay. I seen your message. Did I write you back? I've been so out of it lately. If I didn't write you back, I'm sorry. I'll write you back. I'll see you later. Pardon victim. Cornbread. Cornbread, you gonna come up on panel later? You can come up. but I don't want you talking about drugs. No drug talk. We do have poo in us. I don't think so. I don't think so, poo. Okay. I'm just gonna talk for a little bit, cornbread, and then I'll let you up. So I'll let you know when to come up. Because I always pin the link in the beginning. So just don't hit it right away. No, you didn't. You did really good. You did good. Okay, good. I did answer you. Okay. Sometimes I forget, like I'll see them and I'm so tired. I see the messages. I'm like, oh, I'll get back to them tomorrow. And then I completely forget. So she did. She'll be back. She'll be back. Yeah, cornbread. So yeah, you can come up after I'm done talking a little bit. I don't care. Oh, thanks, Aaron. Jesse. Are you a mod, Jesse? I just want you to share your link for your channel, just in case there's people in here that haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I agree, Pixie. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Thanks. Hey, Rosie. You guys follow me around? I've seen you in the, excuse me, in the other chat. Hey, Precious. Release the baby. Oh, really? Release the cornbread. Yeah, cornbread. Cornbread goes off. I mean, he's really passionate to have his voice heard. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Yeah, she has some. Is that the channel that has like all her travels and stuff on it? Because I don't know if she has two different channels. Okay. Very good. Yeah, so I don't know what happened. I think maybe her phone died too. I don't want to,
Okay.
oh wait, I think
Here.
she's coming.
I'm
There
here.
she is. There
Oh
she
my
is.
God. Everything stopped working. My computer won't work. So I was going to show the chandelier. There's the chandelier.
Okay, Lynn.
And it's hung up from like the metal. So like the metal has like little thingies in it.
Oh, okay.
And then it hangs down.
That's cool that you turned your garage into like a little like closet /
It's
office.
not a garage. That's so funny.
Oh, I
It's
thought
not
you
a
said
garage.
it.
Imagine like a car could not even fit in here. My garage is like a separate building over there.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was your garage.
No, that
So
was the
it's
rumor.
oh,
That was,
okay.
that was the rumor. So I'm gonna. So what was somebody, a certain some. Oh well, the fake Barbie ass bee got kicked out of her house and is now living in her garage with like bags of. So that's how that came about. I'm going to try and turn my camera around now. Hold on.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that was a total like someone to be a bitch and make me sound like I was like some poor bum who was like living in their garage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that was. But so no, so basically I had this made. Like I had
Yeah.
this because of my shoes were too much. I had too many shoes.
Yeah.
So it's basically a closet. It's like 10 by like 20 and it's like a closet basically.
Oh, okay.
Cuz like there's like clothes in there
Mm.
and shoes and then like purses
Well, it's a
up
cute
there.
setup. I like it.
It is. Hi.
Hi, I'm looking for the vacuum.
I don't know where the vacuum cleaner is.
Hey, hubby. I don't know his name.
Did you kick me out of the house?
Not so much as kicked as thrown out.
Oh, you threw me out? Okay. Did you throw me out to the garage or just threw me out? Hey, did you kick me out or throw me out?
Spanish.
Banished? Damn. God. Well, I'm banished. Banished. To the garage or from the whole property?
But whatever gets you more clicks.
Okay. All right. Thanks. I don't care about clicks. See, so I guess I was banished. I was banished. See now people are gonna say I'm really banished. Dumb. Trying to be. But wait, who do I see? Now I can't see. See, now that I'm on my phone, I can't. Is
Oh,
that
you can't.
see now? Okay, so now I'm really gonna look like a dork. So I'm gonna have to put on my glasses because I can't
Oh,
see
okay. There's her channel. That's her other channel.
who
Jesse's other channel.
is Abhale.
Yeah, that's the one with where her and her husband travel like to different places and they record their journey. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I saw that channel once. I
Yeah.
came from messed up community to another messed up community, but messed up. Every community is messed up. See, I wish I could see. I cracked the whole front of my. It's cracked there. That's why it looks like there's a weird thing in my face. But now I got my glasses on. See, don't I love my glasses.
Yeah. Yes. And
The first time I met Pooh was because Pooh made a video calling out Amy for getting her dogs drunk, and I was like, you can't say that, like, because someone really could call the ASPCA and then like she really could get in trouble. She like,
oh, that's
so
true. That's true.
I was like, you can't, like, she really wasn't trying to get her dogs drunk, but like, if someone does call the ASPCA, nobody would know who I was if I said who I was. I never chatted, just like, well, you showed your face though. Is that your real face that you showed? But you know what? I don't want to know you. Because I call poo a man. I think poop is male. I don't know why.
Because guys
For some
poop all the
reason,
time.
poo is male. I just want to know who Pooh was, but I think, yeah, the mystery is so much better. See, now I'm reading comments now. So I tried to turn my thing to show the thing, and then I couldn't get back on my phone, and then I couldn't get back on my computer, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is too, who cares? Like, for real. Like, who cares
Yeah.
about me? Who cares about your life? Like, we're on YouTube. We're just, content creators. It doesn't matter what we do in our real life,
Exactly. I mean, it is nice. Hey, Rosie. See, there's all these people that came in when I was like trying to
Yeah,
get
I
back.
mean,
But I
it's
mean, I
nice
think it's like,
to
I
know
mean,
somebody.
it's nice to make friends, and like I have made some friends, but you really have to like work at it and really vet people because you never know.
Right.
Even the pigeon bot Discord.
Man, StreamYard makes my phone so hot. It's
Well,
crazy.
it's just so small. I can't see it. Pooh, your videos are next level. I know. I don't know. Like when I first made videos, I just did them straight through. Like I would memorize my skit and I would, God, I'm trying to get this thing so it's not in my face. Maybe I should just turn my camera off. Am I really annoying? I'm going to turn my camera off.
No.
Okay, that's better. It's annoying with that white light in my face. But in the beginning, I would just do it straight through. I would just do a skit straight through, just talk straight through. And I would do it once and that was that. And then because I didn't have software to edit stuff. But then I learned to edit stuff. But I don't edit stuff anywhere near how Pooh does, so I can't even imagine. That's hard. Even little editing, like the little editing I do is hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, hey, Tara. Tara came in while I was gone. Hey, Tara.
I made the Summer Wells video. I think that came out okay. And then the my cancer video. I've done like a video for my dad. So, but I did it on like some cheap little app that you find on your phone. So, because and it pretty much does it for you. Like, I don't know how to do videos at all.
Oh, I have like this big expensive program. I have Wondershare and I have way too much stuff. I don't know.
I was just on Matt's panel a little while ago and he was doing the Wondershare. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. See, Dick Tim was here when I was gone, so I never knew Dick Tim until I came back and everyone was like, Dick Tim is unseen, and I was like, well, not gonna like them then. They're an asshole. And why do they call themselves them?
I think because it's more people. I think it's like 2 people.
Because the other day, where was I? I was somewhere. Where was I? It was no, I was in. Was it in Jenna's or Shining's? I was somewhere, and then she came in, and I was like, you really hurt me, and she was like, well, then you just need to block. You should block us if you don't want it. And I was like, no, you should apologize, And then everyone was like, you are wrong, Dick Tim. You really
Yeah.
But
well,
she kept
maybe because I heard there was a few people in it or a couple people. So maybe it was a different person than the person that you were dealing with. And I don't know. I have no idea.
I know at one point they kept getting kicked out of Purples, and so it was like Dick Tim, and then there was Dick Tim 2 and Dick Tim 3.
Yeah.
I made several channels to like whatever.
Yeah, because that can get confusing.
And that someone named Morbid came in and said, I'm gonna do something to you or something. I don't know.
Oh, he's a creator. I think he was just trolling.
Yeah, probably. I don't know who to see. I don't so when I was gone, I got rid of all my mods, so I don't have any mods. So it's like
there's a couple. There's a couple down there.
I think Lynn and Just Dawn and
it was somebody else. Yeah, Lynn Just Dawn.
Who else? And Mr. Pork is a mod. That's all I left.
Yeah.
My autocorrect used to spell Dick Rim. That's funny. So is Purple the pigeon?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
How did she get called a pigeon?
Cornbread.
Cornbread, you called her a pigeon? Oh, I remember when you called her a pigeon. Well, I took I got the URL of whoever was Morbid, so I guess we can look at the URL and see if it's the real Morbid or not. But see, it's like I don't even know Morbid because I wasn't here for that. So I don't even know that. I've never even heard that. You got blamed for being Dick Tim, and you got blamed for being the S. See, all this, so many, when I came back, I was so confused because so many places were gone. And, then too many people were, strange bedfellows, people that didn't like each other did like each other. I was, so confused trying to figure out what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I don't understand. I'm trying to put, while I have my camera off, I'm trying to put this hula hoop thing together. This is weird being on a phone. I don't like being on a phone.
Yeah, it's really weird, like, because everything's so condensed.
Yeah, and I can't see it without my glasses, and then my camera's broken, and I don't know why because I can't find like a real charger, so it's like a generic charger, and it obviously doesn't charge very well because it's not charging my freaking laptop. I'm just having problems because, I'm trying to do a live and I always have problems, but basically the whole point of this, and if anyone else wants to come up, just let me know, and I guess I'll have to figure out how to do that. Um, but I just figured, since Jenna apologized and obviously Crayola will not apologize, I just figured, for the rest of us, it would be nice, at least for me. I just wanted to like tell my truth and like let everyone know that probably everything you've ever heard about me is a lie.
Right.
And like I'm not any of those things that anyone's ever heard of me,
Right.
especially if it was told by certain people. And, I think people are figuring that out. So,
I think a lot of people should, instead of just believing what somebody says, I think they should just come and have a conversation and be like, hey, did you do this? Like, or, are you this type of person? And, have the conversation with the person, because there's so many times I've heard so many rumors on YouTube about people, and it turns out it's not even true,
yeah. Oh,
and this
I
person's a
started
great
calling
person.
Turtle Dove. I started calling Purple Crayola because I didn't want to see her, because people screenshot and I didn't want to see her name next to mine. Then that way I'm not like saying purple. So I call her Crayola. So Crayola is purple. Hey, Jebra.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I call him purple, but
Yeah, that's another thing. You have to consider the source. Like, if it's coming from a creator who is known for lying, or, telling half truths, then are you really going to believe it? You know?
well, you
Hey,
kicked me
Jeff.
out of Discord. I'm
I
just kidding.
know. We
But
talked about.
like, I mean, as long as I've been here, I've never revealed anybody's anything about anything,
Right.
you
Right.
know?
Mhm.
And as like a roast channel, I know a lot of the stuff about a lot of people because a lot of people have told me stuff because they wanted me to roast someone. And I've never, and I never will. That's how I was raised. Like your word is your bond, and you don't do that kind of stuff, you know? And so, like, honest person in the world. So then to be called all these things was just, so hurtful. But, there's so many people like Ginny. I remember one time she like wrote a message and she's like, why would you do all these things to Purple? You're a horrible person, blah, blah, blah. And how could you make videos about her? And I was like, you know what? Why don't you go through my channel and look for all the videos I've made about her and look at all the things I've said about her and then come back and we'll talk. And she
Right.
came, hey, Kim. And she came back and she was like, I'm so sorry. I think I got it all wrong.
Yeah.
And so many people have done that because that's what I
Yeah.
tell people. I'm like, you know what? Why don't you just go figure it out for yourself? And they
Right.
all do. And they're always like, I'm sorry. You're actually a nice person. And everything I was told was wrong. And I'm like, yep,
Right. Right.
yep. I'm not full of myself. I'm not a snob. I don't think I'm better than anyone else. I'm not fake. I've never had plastic surgery on my face. I only got my boobies done. And I don't hand out pills. And what else has been said about me? I'm not a drug addict. I'm not really kicked out of my house. I mean,
Right.
like everything that's ever been said is a straight up lie. And it's just like, and it's so hard when people lie about you. And it's like, how do you get the truth out there?
Yeah.
Like I was talking to Jenna and I was like, you replaying my videos would get twice as many views as me making the video.
Right.
Because you were like talking trash about me and people like drama and people would rather watch you
Right.
my video talking trash than just watching me
Right.
you know. And I'm like, and that's a sad statement of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tara, are you a grandma?
Yes. She just had a great baby.
Congratulations! I didn't see the mark on whose forehead.
On Purple's. I think
Oh.
he's talking about. I have no idea what he's talking about. He said something about hold on, because I was reading it before.
Well, I
He
think I'm
said
the one who called her the five finger head or something.
leggings to cover up. Oh God, cornbread.
Cornbread. What do you know? What are you doing, cornbread? I didn't even see it. Stole my baby Kim's leggings so she can cover. Oh my God. Well, don't say the name 3 times. She might. You know what's funny? Like, she's come in here when she has no other content. She will come to me and talk shit about me. Like, I'm like the bottom of the of YouTube. It's like, if you don't have any content, go over to OGs and try and make some up. So she's done that like a couple of times, and both times I've said, like, come on up, like come on panel and come talk to me, but you can't swear and you have to like talk normally. And then she leaves.
See, the thing with me is, like, once I'm not going to go back and forth. That's not going to happen.
No, I'm done.
And I even said that in my live. Like, I'm not the type of person that just keep going back and forth. Because if you're not getting it the first time and we're not coming to a compromise, then I'm just going to let it go, because it's stupid to keep it going forever. It's stupid. It takes time out of our day, and it's negative, and I don't want that. So no.
Yeah. And I think we all can realize that, you know, there are just certain people, like, I'm sorry to call you out, Purple Heidi, but they're just never gonna they're never gonna get it, and they're always gonna be the way they are. And just there's no point in trying to talk any sense into either one of them, because it's worthless. It's absolutely worthless. And yeah, and Damery, you especially don't need the stress, because stress is one of the number one things that you should not have right now.
I know.
So, I mean, you don't need that. And they're just, you know, I mean, just listening like the past few days, it's like those two are never going to get it, like, ever. And Unseen too. She's never going to get it. So just like, fuck that. Like, just, I'm done. Like, this is kind of my time where I'm just like telling my truth, and hopefully people will realize who I really am. And then that's it. Then I'm done. Then I'm done. Then I'm going to go back to making my skits and my roasts and being me. And that's that. And hopefully from now on, people, you know, we can all like adult each other and, like, you know, talk to each other if we have problems, and, you know, move forward like normal humans, you know?
Right.
Turtle Dove, did you see the Slashimoto skit this morning? I did a Slashimoto skit on Heidi this morning.
Nikita, 3 days to what? She said 3 days to go. Wonder what that.
What? Excuse. Oh, of blah blah blah. Jury duty. Right?
Oh, she in jury duty?
Yeah, I did a skit this morning on Slashimoto's disease. So, well, I told Nikita how to get out of jury duty, because I've never had to do jury duty. Hey, Shorty. I've been saying for the past 13 years that I'm still breastfeeding. I mean, how are they going to figure it out? I just say I'm breastfeeding. And before I had kids, I used to say that I worked for myself, which I did, and that I was the primary breadwinner. And so I couldn't, you know, I worked by the hour, and I owned my own company, and I couldn't, you know, we couldn't afford to like take the loss. And they would always let me go. But then again, that was in Palo Alto, California, so I don't know if things were different there. But Shorty, I missed your live last week. See, Shorty's a lot of people were, see, when I first came back, everyone was like, we're leaving, like, this place sucks. But, you know, hopefully now people will start talking to each other again and being adults and not just like, you know, hating
Yeah,
people to hate people.
Shorty doesn't go live often either.
No.
So
Hey,
it's a good time.
uh-oh, you're roboting it.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Everyone's having new babies. I want a baby. I want a baby.
Can
Turtle
you hear
dove.
me now?
Oh, boy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you're roboting it. You're like
Okay,
major robot. You're major robot.
back chat.
You're super robot. Super robot. You couldn't get out of it? Oh, man. That sucks. See, I've never had to do jury duty. Robot, we lost our robot. I've never had to do jury duty, but now, like since I had kids, I just say I'm breastfeeding. I mean, what are they gonna do? Hey, so I'm a weirdo and I breastfeed an 11-year-old. You know, what are they gonna do? Come to my house and check my boobs? No. So, you know, whatever. It always gets me. I mean, I've never been caught since. I just check the little box and I say I'm breastfeeding, and then that's it. That's it. That's it. But everybody's having babies. Everybody's grandmaing it and having babies, and Kuna had a baby, and everyone else is grandmas. Oh, your phone's overheating. See, I'll be 52 this year, and my oldest is 13. So by the time he has a baby, I'm gonna be like in my 70s. Like I'm gonna be like really old grandma. Yeah, and that's why I kind of that's the main reason why I wanted to do this live. Just because I think a lot of people's eyes are open and okay, just done. And I don't think any of us are saying that we're like hate loving each other and we're all like now best friends and we all love each other and like, oh, we're all gonna just kumbaya and everything's great. Like nobody's saying that, but I think we're saying that we're all gonna be adults and we're all gonna just let the past be the past and just respect each other as much as we can and move forward. I mean, I didn't like that I was so like hurt and screwed up in the head and so slandered that I had to leave for 7 months, you know, because I came back and everything's different and I lost my monetization and, you know, and it's like, it sucks. It's not a good thing. And, you know, like no one should have to go through that. And so hopefully moving forward, you know, if your friend tells you someone you don't know anything about is an asshole, you know, don't judge someone on someone else's opinion. You know, you don't have to sit there and do like 10 hours of homework to figure out if they're like a great person or not, but just maybe take a second to like go visit their channel and just see like, oh, are they really that way or not? I mean, it doesn't take good night, J. Marie. It doesn't take that much to figure out like if someone's really, you know, an asshole or not, right? Oh, a realtor. Fun. Fun, fun. I mean, seriously, it doesn't take much to go to my channel to realize that I'm not a bully and I'm not like I roasted myself. I mean, I roasted myself for Christ's sakes, you know? So, oh, we'll be a grandma and still checking that. I will. I don't care. I'll be like 80 years old and I'll still be like, I'm breastfeeding. I mean, they're not gonna know. I don't care. But yeah, Pooh, I did a Slashy Motos um video. And I did like I wore a wig and I have like in the corner I have like Slashy Motos like at the park and Slashy Motos like at Christmas and Slashy Motos at like, you know, whatever. Gotta say you don't like someone, just ignore it. Exactly. Exactly.
Like, just think of it as if you were at a job and you didn't like someone, what would you do? You would just avoid them, and you wouldn't, you know, talk to them. I mean, you wouldn't sit there and be like, go up to get some coffee, and they're getting their coffee and you're like, hey, you fucking asshole. I mean, you wouldn't do that. You would just be like, hey, and you'd get your coffee and you'd walk away. So like, I don't know. Yeah, like, I mean, I know my name is QueenOG, but I just peed outside like half an hour ago. I mean, I don't like I'm like the least full of myself person in the world. I mean, I pee outside and I freaking roasted myself, and I'm like the first person to make myself look goofy and be goofy, and I'm the first person to laugh at myself. And I think we all should laugh at ourselves more. So I don't know. I've been on for 2.5 hours and my kids are home, so I probably should go attend to them. But I just want to say that I think a good policy for everyone is just try and judge people on themselves, not on someone else's opinion. And if you don't like someone, you don't have to talk like a 5-year-old and, curse at them and dox them and try and ruin their lives. I mean, technically, most of us are complete strangers. I mean, would you try and ruin the life of like your mail carrier? Like, oh, that mail carrier, when he comes to my mailbox, I'm just going to go fuck up his whole life. He just looks so fucking weird with his carrying his little mail bag. I mean, you wouldn't. You'd be like, there's the mail guy and he's kind of weird and I kind of don't like him, but whatever. Like, I got a life. I go live my life. I don't care about the mail guy. So, just don't. It's not that serious. It's YouTube. Like, your life should be your life. Like right now, a plane could crash into my garage and I could die in 2 seconds. You never know. Hey, September, you never know. Tomorrow is never promised. So live your life today happy. And if you live today with hate in your heart, a person you hate does not know that. So you're not hurting the other person. You're only hurting yourself. And you're only hurting your family because your family knows you're all hatey. So you're not hurting the person you hate. You're hurting yourself and you're hurting your family. And who wants to live that way? Right? Who wants to live that way? And I wish certain people would be mature enough to, just own their shit, but you can't. And so, fine, that's fine. Like, sometimes you gotta just push people out of your life and ignore them and bye-bye to that. So, I mean, I don't know. I hope everybody like got something out of this, and I hope everybody will like treat each other better, and we can like just be kind to people. Just treat other people the way you would want someone to treat your children, because we usually treat ourselves worse than we would treat anyone else. So don't treat other people like you want to be treated. Treat other people like you want other people to treat your kids. And that'll be the best way, because you always want. Yeah, she gets the mail, but it goes straight through her head and out her butt, and into her ear, and I don't know, out her toe jam or something. I don't know what's going on. But I think it's great that there's a lot of people in here that 2 weeks ago would never have been seen together. And I think that's an amazing thing. And I think that's a testament to our maturity and our adulting. And I don't know. I mean, like, think of it. We all have families. Everybody here has a family who loves them. So is anyone here really all that bad? I don't know, So she said on a live that she doesn't get mail, but yeah, she lies about everything. I'm done with that one. Like this is it. I don't do drama. I don't want to do drama. It's comedy from here on out, but I just, I just had to like get my truth out that I'm, you know, yeah, if you want to know who I am, go to my channel. Everything you've heard about me is a lie, especially if it came from there, and judge people on them, not on someone else's opinion. And I just wanted to thank all of you who are here for being here, because it really means a lot. It's been a really hard 7 months for me, so I want to thank you guys. It means a lot to me. It really does. And hey, proud Marine mom. So I don't want anyone to go through what I went through, because it was hard, really hard. So let's all be good to each other and treat each other well. Okay? And I don't know. I guess that's all I have to say. And if you want to be a member, go to Patreon, because I'm demonetized. YouTube hates me. Patreon.com, QueenOG. Okay? Thank you guys. You guys could have spent the last 2.5 hours doing whatever the fuck you wanted, but you came here. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And love the person next to you and be good to your neighbor. All right? I love you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you. And hopefully everyone will have a wonderful rest of their Tuesday.